Kansas City Chiefs. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And we are underway from Kansas City. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence looking downfield for Kelsey. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11 after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, another run with Taylor. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Mayfield on play action. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. Flush to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching, and how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
On third down, Mayfield. Escaping the and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now a 3-point swing right there.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Lawrence. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They'd hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the draw is Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To the right side, this is Taylor. That one goes for 8 yards.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. On play action, Lawrence. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 40-yard line.
15. Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Big Dan, big Dan. Right there, baby. Come.
One more time with Edwards-Helaire.
Stop short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And down to the 15.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Flushed out right.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Taylor, they'll roll him out right.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jonathan Taylor
there to make the grab. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Buying time to his left. All right, open, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Go! He's coming. Check in. Yeah.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 45 yards. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Browns 17, Chiefs 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Number 28, Mike Smith. Check in. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike 28, I'm coming for you. You mine. Mike 28. Hey, Delta. What's the run? They're running it. Hey, number 28, Mike. He's coming. He's coming. Check in.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper. Ready, go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Lawrence will throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey. 28. Mike 28. You got nothing with it. You got nothing. Hey, number 28. Mike. He's coming. Hey, Alpha. Watch the run.
Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And down right around the 32-yard line on the pickup.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action. Mayfield. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 25 on second down, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Batson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback and makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This is caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Mayfield now. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Brings up second down.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Hey, box drop. Number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Watch the play.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Lawrence to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They run once more with Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'm going back to you. 46, boy. 46. Hey,
Mayfield on first down. They'll check this one down to Taylor. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mayfield to throw it this time. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He finds his man. Complete. It's Schwartz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
58 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jonathan Taylor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Hey, Haywood! Mike 28, Mike 28. Drop deep.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Yes, yes. He's coming, check in. You gonna get this.
On third down, Lawrence. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Hey, Charlie. 4 down. Mike. Now. Mike, 28. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Shoot.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, Mike 7. 55 is Mike, guys, 55. Now watch run. Check, 55.
Here's Lawrence.
Check.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Go. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, exit. Mike, ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Mike 38.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to a